Hi teacher and hi partners, I hope you're fine. Today I'm doing my project and I have to explain you the prehistoric animals, and I have to say that this is an interesting topic, but it is not easy because there are a lot of information of them, and I'm going to take 3 points for this topic. The first is the what are the prehistoric animals. The second is going to give you some characteristics, and the third I'm going to say you some examples of them. First point, what are the prehistoric animals? The prehistoric animals are those that live on Earth practically from its origin and became extinct around 3,500 years before to Christ. Prehistoric animals are also those that appeared before 3,500 years before to Christ or BC. Today they are still alive, some animals, but they are not the same that the prehistoric animals. And that's it. No, it is not difficult mean. And now the characteristics. I have to say that the most of the animals were predators, or I mean that they were um carnivores and they were scavengers. Um, the scientists don't can be sure that these suggestions that they have are real, but they say that prehistoric animals lived in a hierarchical structure in which the largest one had power. I mean that the small animals usually died because they were the food for the largest animals. Now I'm gonna show you some examples, and come here. I'm sorry, but my room is too small. Uh, for this, we have three types of animals, of prehistoric animals. We have the terrestrial animals, the aerial animals, and the marine animals. I'm going to show you three of each one. And for example, the terrestrial animals, we have the Ursus spelus. That is a bear, a Cape's bear. And then we have the horse Persiwolski, or his name scientific, Equus ferus persiwolski. It's too rare. Okay. I don't know if you can see it. And now we have the Mammutus, or this iconic animal, better known like mammoth. And now we go with the aerials. We have the Meganeura, that it is like a libellula, and like this. No, I don't know if you can see it. Now we have the Archaeopteryx. It is too rare because it has the manner of a horse, but it can fly. Right. Now we have the Argentobis magnificens, and then I'm gonna say you some characteristics of them, but I don't know if you can see it. It was too big. There is a human here, and here is the animal. It was too big, but now more after I'm gonna give you some characteristics of them. Now we go with the marines. We have the Leviathan, and we don't know if the Leviathan was real because there are a lot of legends, there are a lot of stories that it exists. For example, like the megalodon or animals like that, or I don't remember one of them, but it was too iconic. Then we have the Basilosaurus, and now we have the Helicoprion, right? I didn't put big pigs, and I was wrong, but I'm sorry so much. And we can see 9 animals, and I'm going to give you some characteristics of them, right? We are gonna start with the Meganeura, that is a real animal. And the Meganeura, it was a kind of arthropod, similar to the dragonfly Libellula, but with gigantic feathers. It was too big. It had a wingspan of 70 centimeters on these wings. They existed about 300 million years ago. It was a lot. It is a lot during the Carboniferous period. The so I mean that this animal was exist a lot of time ago. Now we go with the Archaeopteryx. They have weird names, and it is a carnivorous bird, and it lived um 150 million years ago in southern Germany during the Jurassic period. It is considered to be one of the oldest small birds. Now we go with the Argentavis magnificens. I told you that this bird was too big and it weighed uh, like 70 kilograms. It was too weighted. I showed you the pic, and you could see that it was more big than a human. It was bigger than a human. So there were the animal, the prehistoric, the aerials prehistoric animals. Now we go with the terrestrial prehistoric animals, and we are going to start with, or we let's start with iconic animal because it has appeared in a lot of movies or things like that. Um, the mammoth. This is one of the most popular prehistoric animals together and depicted in many modern movies, how I said, and stories that reference those prehistoric periods. This is a genus that belongs to the family of elephants. Um, its name scientific it's Elephantidae. It's two words, which lasted millions of years from approximately 4 million BC or before to Christ to approximately 3,700 years ago. And how I say this animal is too special and too popular. Now we go with the Ursus speleus, and it is the cave bear. The Ursus speleus, better known as cave bear, is believed to have inhabited the land in the late Pleistocene period, specifically in European areas. This bear appeared in Europa, in Spain, for being more precisely, and it's too easy for know it because it's a bear, but the cave bear it still alive on Earth in the actuality. Now we go with the Przewalski horse, and it can't difficult to have an idea because it's a horse, but it just has a little difference. This species of horse is believed to have been widespread throughout much of Asia throughout much of the prehistoric period, which were depicted as part of human life at that time in drawings made in open air caves and rocks. I mean that these horses were used for the humans, and we have to have the idea that it was the prehistoric period, and the human started to have a transportation. So that is too interesting. And now we go with the marine animals, and let's start with the Helicoprion. The Helicoprion was a kind of shark, and it was one of the varied species of prehistoric sharks. Although they were not very large, but which was about 3 meters. Uh, they possessed powerful serrated teeth. His teeth were too power, and it could kill a human with with like I said, it it was a type of shark. Now we go with the Leviathan, and I like this animal because for the people that they like the story or stories of fantasy, the Leviathan has a name there because it's too iconic like the Megalodon. They have a lot of story. If I remember, the Leviathan weighed about 100 of tons. It is a lot of weight. So, like I said, the Leviathan is a iconic iconic animal, but we don't know if it is real. What I want to mean. Uh, the Leviathan, like the Megalodon, the scientifics don't know if these animals are real. So that's why it's too iconic in the people that they like the stories and the legends of fantasy. Now we go with the Basilosaurus. I'm going to say you more characteristics or physical characteristics, and it is considered the ancestor of whales because it is too big too, and it is very interesting. It has a story too. It weighed around 15 tons. It weighs a lot, or weighted, because it doesn't exist anymore. And it lived about around 45 million years ago in the prehistorical period. So, teacher and partners, that's it. I hope that you have understood me. And any question, teacher, you can ask me in the WhatsApp because I was nervous. So I'm sorry and thank you for your attention. For the last part of this video, I'm going to give you the questions. The first one is, what are the prehistoric animals? The second is, how did they live according to scientists? Three, científicos. Three, signs, when do they live on Earth? Four, what are the three types of prehistoric animals? And five, mention one terrestrial animal. That's it, and thank you for your attention again.